Morning Show with Eric Von Hessler. But do not fear, I am not alone. I am joined by friends. Sometimes nemesis. Nemesis? Sometimes enemies.
Nemesi.
Sometimes nemesi. Or enemies.
Octopi or octopuses is correct, by the way.
Yeah, you can say
Then
both.
what about nemesis? You can't say nemesis?
No. That's probably actually the right.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
they're
say
my
that.
nemesis sometimes. But right now we start off as friends. Autumn Fisher.
Not for long.
That's what I'm guessing.
What are you doing, Autumn? Watching viral videos?
Yeah. Looks like Autumn is...
Stupid kids your age.
yeah.
All you do is watch viral videos. We're doing a show and you're on the computer.
Well, Michael Albanese, who does nothing but watch viral videos when he's
That's
not
it.
doing stand-up comedy or this show, is with us as well. Michael Albanese. And Greg Russ, who watches lots of viral videos. And
But that,
a lot of them have to do with
arbitrary
science.
statement.
But it's still...
That was a weak seg into me.
yeah.
You could
Because you're not really known for your viral video watching, is that what you're saying?
I don't even really watch porn videos. I look at porn pictures.
Oh. I didn't say
It's a
you're
different
doing
kind of
porn.
viral
It's
video.
more of a hunt. It's more of a hunt for the perfect photo. You can't
Language.
you can't ruin it.
Well,
Right.
you said hunt.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said
But he said
hunt.
something else.
Yeah, I know.
So don't you... I agree with you. I like the pictures. Because that's the way I grew up.
I get
with
moods.
magazines and stuff. But as I get older, I must say I'm a little lazier. And I because the problem with the pictures is you got to keep one hand on yourself, one hand on the computer. You're looking for things, and you got to go. Then it's the next picture, the next picture. There's something,
It's
as I
fun.
get
And you-
older and
look, you-
lazier,
you
I can
find
kind
a
of lay
good one.
back and enjoy myself and not have to worry about the next picture and use the moving picture technology in pornography.
I don't want to talk about porn too much because we talk about way too much. I just want to
Stop listening to those commenters.
No, it's true.
No, but it
It's
is true.
Oh, they can suck my dick.
It is
Anyway.
true.
It's not the listeners. It's in reality.
This is coming from inside.
I
coming
felt
from-
like that too when we were talking about. Even though
Too much porn. You know how much time we talked about
I introduced
porn
the
on the
topic
regular
today.
guys?
I get it. Okay, yeah, and the regular guys.
Okay, I mean that was
You know
a
who listens to
successful
the regular
show.
guys? Rednecks. Only
Well,
rednecks. Some
now-
people call them. They're all rednecks.
No, not all of them.
Most of them.
Well, not all of them.
You want an
I had-
audience of rednecks?
I had a lot. No, but I do want some of the regular. My point was the show was successful, and we talked about porn and stuff like that quite often. It's not exactly a ratings killer. Look at the internet. What's making money?
It is a boner killer sometimes.
Idiots.
Making it about dicks.
Idiots like us are always talking about, well, how do you monetize the web? That was never a problem for porn. Those people are making plenty of money. So
the secondary
doesn't
porn
kill.
market, the creators of porn, they're struggling right now. Where's their money coming from?
what do you mean by the secondary porn market?
I mean, the sites that just pull porn from other sites that pay to create the porn.
because
and
what
they post
happens?
it.
No, usually
They're the ones that are making the money.
Haven't you noticed that usually those videos and pictures are from the real site? They use it
Now.
as a way to get you to
now
go to the real site.
it doesn't get you to go because you can still find whatever you want.
You and me, but people do it. Look, I have a rule myself that says never use your credit card when your pants are down around your ankle. It's just a rule that I have. But a lot of people have their pants down and they got their credit card out and they're buying stuff, obviously. And that's why the free stuff is great for people like us who don't go on and buy the rest. But believe me, that model wouldn't have existed as long as it has if an awful lot of people weren't going in there and buying the rest of the video.
It is the worst to, I would assume, spend money on it because as soon as you're done, like, why did I spend
Yeah.
that money?
Well-
If you even think about it, just finish. Just
Yeah.
finish what you're doing, and when you're done, you'll be glad you didn't spend the money.
Well, actually, absolutely.
I feel like it's the same thing with cheating on someone. If you're in the position to do it, I understand that there's more of a pull. I'm like, here, I'm going to do this. It's exciting. There's someone else. But if you can just sneak away and go jerk it,
Yeah,
as soon
and
as you're
then-
done, I'm like, well, I didn't cheat.
I'm glad I didn't do that. No, it's great because you get like a session with yourself can dispel so much hubris. Like crazy ideas. Like, well, okay, I'll travel to the Midwest. I'll meet a waitress. Well, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so all I gotta do is get the plane tickets. All right. Then you just go handle yourself in the bathroom, and the next thing you know, you're out mowing the lawn. You're like, you don't give a damn. It goes away so fast. And you're right. If you could just train yourself to take care of yourself before doing anything impulsive when it comes to fantasies or whatever, people would not get in so much trouble.
I think I could do it if I'm in a position. I'm in the bedroom with the person. I mean, one, I shouldn't even be there in the first place. The fact I let it get that far.
You're
But
already having an affair of the heart.
Let's say it got there though, and like, hold on one second, and you leave and you come back. Like, I'm not going to do this. Why not? I'm just not
I
feeling
don't
it
know.
anymore.
I went, I masturbated, and quite frankly, I realized that this ain't all that special. But it's like when you're watching a porn movie and you think, I'm just going to keep watching this, but you don't. As soon as you're done, I mean, it is the most useless thing in your life. Immediately, the moment you reach the point of no return, everything that seems so great about that video or magazine or whatever it is, suddenly value doesn't drain from anything else that quickly.
I like you called it a porn movie and really dating yourself.
Porn movies. We used to go to the movies.
Clips.
All right, so let's move on
Loops.
before I rate the show 3 stars. It's okay.
Loop.
It's okay. Come on, move on.
Can we talk about porn loops? Back in the old days, we had loops.
3 stars. I'm about to click on iTunes.
My favorite
2
cereal
stars.
as well.
Uh-oh, 2 stars.
It's going down
2
to 2
stars.
stars.
Porn loops. Oh, you're
I
completely
hate
wrong.
it.
People love to hear about porn. Sex sells. Everybody knows this. This is
No.
BS.
It's not
this
about
is BS.
No, but this isn't sex. This is us
Adam
talking
Carolla.
about.
Adam Carolla talked about sex for 800 years on Loveline and
No,
got
that's
good
totally
ratings.
different.
No.
Yes, it is.
He made jokes about sex. Dr. Drew gave advice.
People called in with lots of different problems.
It
This
was
is
always
us,
about sex.
This is us talking about our porn watching instead of like
Yes.
What's
a wrong with that?
story that we have about sex. This is not the same thing.
This is not the Pete Holmes show. I'm just trying to hurt you.
It really. You're joking. I'm not joking.
I'm joking. That's
No,
what we
I
do.
don't
It's
think-
a humorous show.
Yeah,
we do
but you
jokes.
gotta have the sugar and the spice. You can't just give me all spice.
What am I? Spice or sugar?
You're a lot of fucking spice.
I think I'm a lot of sugar. I think I'm full of love.
You can think that all you want, but
I'm
when you
full of
say
love.
it constantly, oh, you're just watching this, and oh, you don't know what you're. Oh, you like this show. Oh,
I tried to. I
everything that comes out of my
couple
mouth.
Of things.
Everything that comes out of my mouth, you have a way. Oh, what's this now? Wah, wah. That's what happens.
Yeah, but I'm about to give you gifts, so you should
Yay!
feel good. One thing I know about you, you're easy. You get angry, but you go through your little emotions very quickly.
Because I care about
No,
you.
really piss her off because you get little girly emotions and you go through them. And
Well, no, that's true. That's okay. I'm okay with you saying accurate things. I'm not a monster. I will agree with you if you're right.
you're not a monster.
Nope.
Are you sure that you're a
Oh,
bully?
you're not a monster.
I know that. She came in. You saw it. You witnessed this early this morning. First thing, she unleashes on me like she's my wife. Are you doing this? You doing that? When's the last time? Blah, blah, blah. She didn't even say hello.
That's not true.
Oh!
I didn't say.
You know it's true.
No, I said hello. How?
Well,
hello?
I didn't hear hello. All I heard was, why aren't you doing this? And when do you get to call so-and-so? And why? Blah, 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 blah.
Because now this is like a relationship because I want to be like
It is like a relationship.
because I want you to make money.
Hold on, before we move on.
It really is.
It's like it's
I think of you as my daughter, so we're having one of these
Yeah.
father-daughter, we're not getting along.
Aw.
You're not liking something Dad's doing. But Dad's still paying for the tuition, so shut your damn mouth.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Do what you're told. Clean up the garage. What are you going to say?
Do I get allowance?
You
this-
get
this
an
week?
allowance, yes.
Okay, thanks.
You do get an allowance. A stipend, I would say.
A stipend.
I was going to say, if we want to
I take care of meals.
if we wanted to make this sex talk legitimate, we have a caller on the line.
Oh,
Who's what? Okay. Who's on the line? We can barely hear you because the
Erica?
cell.
Is that you?
Hi, Erica.
You got to walk closer to the door because
Yeah,
the
why
cell.
don't you go somewhere not in the basement?
Yeah, he has to go out by the pool.
Hi, Dr. Eric.
Yes.
And, Tom Fisher.
Hi.
Yes. What can we
Hi.
do for you? What can we do for you?
I'm 18 years old and I'm still a virgin.
Yes.
And I have a boyfriend. And he's really pressuring me to have, and I said no, that I'm saving myself for
Yeah.
marriage. But he's telling me that butt sex does not count as sex, and I want to know if that counts.
Oh.
Could you please tell me because I don't want to go to hell. Thank
Okay.
you. I'm going to hang up and listen now.
Okay. Well, I would say
You'll take your answer off the air.
you take the answer. Who's going to take the answer off the
Okay.
air? I would say that.
Dr. Eric, what do you think?
Well, it's true that butt sex does not lead to pregnancy, but it's also true that from what my gay friends tell me, it only hurts the first 17 times. So if you can get over that,
All right.
if you can get over that, if you get over the pain, certainly it is a good way. I would say to all teenage girls, go ahead and offer your boyfriends the butt sex because
Wow.
you're not going to get pregnant. Am I wrong? Dr. Autumn, do you see that differently?
I actually, yeah.
Dr. Autumn, this is Adam.
Fisher. Adam Fisher.
Yeah.
I got it.
Am I a doctor
Adam
in this
Otto.
scenario?
No, I'm the doctor. You're the Corolla.
Oh, well, fine. So stupid. Your fucking
Dr.
boyfriend.
Eric
He
with
doesn't curse.
Erica. That was,
No,
brilliant.
Erica, my advice would be save your butthole for someone you really care about.
There you go.
And
There you go.
And I hate cake.
There you go.
I prefer eating pies.
Don't. You're right. Don't open your anus to anyone that you don't love. Right.
that's good advice. Put
it's
that on your
about
Are we going to put that on the coffee mug?
Yes, gonna put that. Don't. What did I just say?
Don't open your anus
Don't
to
open your
anyone.
anus.
It's kind of funny because you're saying, like,
It's
don't
a
do
double
something
negative
that's not.
kinda, yeah. Only open your anus to those you love. There's a positive
But
statement.
what if you love the ones you're with? Love the ones you're with.
you don't want to open your
Open
anus?
your butthole.
No, you don't want to open your anus to them.
Okay.
This line of reasoning all started from the lady who says that we talk about porn too much, but she's the one who's always talking about buttholes.
I was just
Now,
reading
this
on
is a
the
different-
iTunes.
this was
one-
This was all-
a newer rating says you talk about porn too much.
Who just said that?
Somebody on.
Just now?
Gave us recently.
What was
I
the date?
can't-
That was
it
the
was
one I-
April. It was
Yeah.
April.
Yeah, it was the one we saw, right?
18th
Yeah,
or
so it's
something.
talk about porn too much. Yeah.
It's a 3-star rating or something, maybe a 4.
All right.
Yeah.
who
God
knows?
bless. Thank you for all your ratings.
All
We
I need is
appreciate
more
it.
program directors in my life, please.
Look,
Don't
I was-
just comment up yay or nay. Please let us know exactly
None
what
of
it
us
is you
are
like
above
or
Yeah
it.
or
None of
nah?
us are above it. I was the one who was pushing. No, let's not talk about porn. We're talking about it too much, and then I introduced it today.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
because the fact of the matter is, it's very easy to make humor out of pornography and sex, and there's nothing wrong with going there. But I want to class this little broadcast up because
Let's talk about
Autumn
my daughter's
Fisher here,
anus.
she's about to have her kid Betty, and you had your shower. Over
I
the
did. I
weekend.
had my shower.
And my wife was supposed to go,
I know.
and I was out of town, and she tried to go, and she got stuck in. She was texting me.
Yeah.
She was stuck in a traffic jam on 85, and for like an hour, and then finally she turned around. 'Cause-
It's like, forget it.
and so, but I have the gifts here that she had in the car.
Exciting.
Well, I hope they're decent. I mean, I have no idea what they are because I'm the man.
Okay,
I had no
what are
call.
they?
Well, I don't know.
Let's
I'm about
open
to hand
them.
them to you.
I want him. 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 I want
Kohl's.
him.
Is that good? Kohl's?
I did not register at Kohl's, but whatever.
My wife's really into Kohl's.
No, it's probably just a box.
No, I don't know. I think that they're both Kohl's boxes. So I don't
Let's
think
see. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
She
Give it to me.
she put this little confetti stuff on there.
It looks like a Prezi.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Can I read the card?
Well, I'll do it quickly because I got a feeling this isn't the most riveting radio.
I'm just going to text.
So what are you
It's so
texting?
cute.
What are you-
I'm just going to find someone to text while she's doing this.
For your new baby.
There you go.
For
For
your new baby.
She ran out of penning. What are you going after my wife? You're saying she can't?
You're going
she
after
can't
my
spell?
wife.
Give me those goddamn things back. You can't respect my wife.
I need scissors.
There's scissors. It's Scotch tape, for Christ's sake. What are you, weak? I need scissors.
I'm trying to be fast.
I need a
Eric,
monkey
he said.
wrench.
I'm ruining this box.
You're ruining this segment. Come on, let's
I'm
go.
trying to be fast, but then you said no scissors, and then I can't.
Oh, what
Let
kind
me
of
do it for
mother-
you because I'm a man.
Look at she's tearing it to pieces.
There's no way I can't. I'm feeling a lot of pressure to be
She's
fast.
demolishing the box.
Hurry the fuck up.
Jesus. All right,
Oh, it
you're
doesn't
having,
open
give me
that
the
way.
damn thing. Oh, it's got baby clothes in there. We all know it.
Oh,
All
this
right.
is
Yes.
riveting.
It is. Don't you have some good stand-up
Hey,
material?
remember Day Day, that guy we used to work with?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
texted him out of the blue
Oh, really?
because I'm
I
so
was about to
bored.
cry. It was so
I
frustrating.
haven't spoken to him in 10 years. Hey, Day Day, what's up?
Well, look, we're bringing you together with friends.
Do we have cameras today?
Oh, yes, we do. I think we
so
do.
cute.
We lowered the bandwidth.
Look at the whales.
No, he'd see you need to explain it. Just because we have cameras doesn't mean that
Most people
Oh,
are.
there's some tiny dresses.
Nobody cares.
And why are we doing it? And
wanted to hand you
adorable
the gifts.
polka dots. And there's like a bug on this one. Okay,
Yeah,
let's-
kids love bugs.
Adorbs.
Right? Okay.
Throw it.
All right.
Yeah, next. Zeppelin.
Ah.
That's mine. Ooh, it's a bowling ball.
All
A
right.
can of cyanide.
Cyanide.
Yeah, what is it from A Christmas Story when he opens the thing? I don't even know what it
Cyanide.
is. Cyanide, isn't it? A can of cyanide. And he got a bowling ball. Nobody knows what I'm talking about?
I thought you were trying to say cyanide and screwing it up. Oh, look at that. You got some
More
Oshkosh.
clothes.
They're still in business.
Tiny socks. The
You,
tiniest
should
socks.
put, you can put
Those
that on
Oshkosh people,
a
man, they make so much
mountain
money.
of other clothes that they'll wear once because you have so
Uh-oh.
goddamn many of them.
Uh-oh.
You're not liking that?
Uh-oh.
That's cool.
Is
It's
this
very.
three things or it's just
No, it's one. It's like a
she
hippie
hates
outfit.
It. No, she hates
She
it.
hates it.
No, she
Her
hates
kid.
it.
Let me tell you something. Your kid better be
She's
wearing
a,
that.
she's a
Your
polite
kid. Oh no! What the little jammy jams?
That's for
Look at
sleeping.
them.
That one's
She'll look
sleeping.
adorable.
So we got some
He's
Libra.
like a zebra.
Zebra.
What do you call them? Giraffes? What are you, an idiot?
This is yesterday. That was funny.
yeah, I know.
Okay,
Wasn't
zebra, jammy jams, and
Something you hate.
It's a cool hippie outfit. That I like. The kid will look good in
You
that.
like this one?
I damn well better see
So
Betty
every
in
time,
that.
yeah,
You can cut
Damn
off one
well.
of those layers. It's hard to describe. It's like overalls with a built-in skirt, but the skirt's got
It's
Three
hipster
different
layers.
skirts with a doily on the bottom.
kind of weird.
All
in case
good
she goes
clothing.
just in case she goes to a tea party.
All good clothing has a doily attachment.
The socks are super.
You can cut some of that.
I think she got the Oshkosh Bagosh just in case she wants to look like a grandmother as a toddler.
Gosh, my God. That's all they are is kids' clothes. That's all they do.
Yay! Thank you.
How
Blow
much
it
kids'
out, chick.
clothes do you have?
I do have a lot right now
You
because my
do.
friend or my cousins gave me a bunch of clothes and some friends gave me some clothes.
Hey, that's hand-me-down shit.
No, that's great.
This is top-of-the-line Kohl's
That's right.
wear.
Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you, the Haslers.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome. Now, I don't want to hear any more about it, and I'll come see your baby once, and that's all I want to hear about it.
Only once.
Yes.
Baby's
Greg?
ruining this show.
Greg, what did
tried to be
Greg's
fast.
friend come to your thing?
Greg's friend?
I don't want to talk about his friend.
Oh, his lady friend?
Did she come to your thing?
No, they did. I didn't
Didn't
really
she just,
invite
she
them.
just like text you and warned you about products. Be
Yeah.
careful! Don't use that.
yeah,
It'll
those were
kill
really
your kid.
helpful.
She was getting a gift,
Yeah.
and she probably would have stopped by if it wasn't in Lawrenceville.
Well, that's the
2
whole
trips to
thing.
Lawrenceville in a year? I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
a little much.
We went up for Michael's comedy show. That was enough.
Don't you know that Lawrenceville is now the place? It's happening. We're no longer the We Shot Larry Flint place.
Well, and I felt like, I didn't invite them, I guess, because you guys weren't. It was just you at first, like I wasn't going to invite
Oh, that's this is
Greg.
male female. Why male female? I thought showers were for women.
That's
I
what
know,
I thought too,
yeah.
but not this one.
It was on
your
a
generation
Saturday.
just ain't tripping with everybody else.
No, but
are
listen
you?
to what I
You're doing
did.
it
I
your
did
way.
a cool thing. So I invited the guys to come, and there's no pressure. It's
Right.
not like bring your husband.
But it's
or
pressure if
Who
you're
the guys
if
all
you're the
that
guy.
might potentially be the father. Is
Yeah.
that what?
anything. Yeah, and then
Yes.
we had a reveal
lottery.
ceremony where I told them like, "Oops, Trav isn't it."
Wait, this is the one you cut into the cake, and then the color of the cake revealed the skin tone of the father.
Yeah, everyone's putting their arm up next to it. Oh, I got a tan last week. Ah, no. We
It's a
did
Puerto
a thing
Rican.
where
But you do. I'm
I,
gonna let you
hold on,
finish.
let me
But you
tell
do understand that no, you didn't put pressure on these guys, but their girlfriends
or wives and
or
stuff.
wives will put pressure on them. You were invited, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, it's a Saturday, the NBA playoffs."
But you know,
This.
I invite.
I don't
Like,
even like the NBA, and I'd rather watch that than go to the shower.
it wasn't,
Most
it
men
wasn't
would rather
too
do
bad.
anything.
Listen, we had a punch that had a lot of booze in it, and then we had plenty of beer, and then I also did. Hold on,
Drive
hold
home
on.
from Lawrenceville.
I did a only for the guys. I did I hid a bunch of beers in the yard, and then everyone got to like do a Easter egg hunt, except they all got to get beers.
What am I, a child?
No, it was fun.
If I
People
want
were
a
really
beer, I'll
into
go
it.
down to the 7-Eleven and buy myself a beer. What did I give
Can we make a ding sound every time Eric says something against what I'm saying? Oh, people don't want to just get them down.
If
we did that- if we played that
like
game,
a kindergarten.
just
For
Those sound
everybody, it would just be ding, 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 ding.
I'm here to
What is
keep
this,
you
a fucking
people in
boatyard?
place. I just think it's kind of silly. It's like,
No,
give
it
me
wasn't.
a beer.
It wasn't
Don't
silly.
tell
it
me
was
to go
fun.
search for a beer. Give me a beer.
Yeah, but the fun is the game is like finding the beer, and it
Is it-
wasn't all. It
is
was.
it-
I bought a bunch of like Coors Light for like about 12 pack of that,
Yeah.
but then I bought 12 of assorted beers. So like some of them were fancy. They were like Newcastles and some weird.
How big is your
indie
yard?
Beers,
What, you
beers.
put them up in trees? Where?
Yeah, you put them in trees and bushes.
Burying them in the backyard?
Oh, what are you burying them in the
What is
yard?
this?
Ding,
Die.
ding, ding, ding,
Kill
ding.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go search for beers in your front yard. Kill yourself.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be on my side, but that's Michael's attitude, whether he wants to admit it or not.
I think it's just silly to like. Yeah, I'm with Eric.
Okay, go right, let's have a high five. Come on, grumpy together. Let's go. Associates.
Fucking beer.
It's an alliance. Like, give me a beer. Oh, we're gonna go outside. What? Give me a beer.
there's-
Well, you
There
gotta go
was beer.
search for the beers. Well, I'm gonna go search for my car keys and fucking leave. How about that? Huh?
Now, my Uncle Bill did not want to participate, and I didn't give him
Yeah.
shit for it. It was like, cool, that's fine. But everybody else was really excited to
and
like,
that made
search for
Bill
beers.
feel like the guy
Well-
who's on the outside.
No, he's
Were they excited because they were actually excited, or did you see the girl they were with like just pinching their arm, like fucking get the
out
beer
there and do it.
No, this is gonna be great.
I'm having a great time.
The guys,
You know what I wouldn't want to be doing?
Get out there.
fucking-
You
As a
get-
guy, you know what I wouldn't want to be doing
Participate.
at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday? Drinking a beer at a sports bar watching the NBA playoffs. That's the way I wouldn't want to be. But chasing around looking for beers in the backyard of a pregnant lady that my girlfriend knows, that's exactly where I want to be.
First of all, none of the people at the party were girlfriends. I'm 31 years old.
It was
Everyone
all
was
whores.
married.
Married, okay.
Everybody that was there had kids or were like the guy was friends with like a colleague of Travis's, so they were there with their
Right.
wife. So
Right.
it wasn't like
Did any of you guys get the invite?
Oh yeah, well we were
listen,
invited.
I
I was
should-
a-
hold on.
I was
I-
no, hold on a
ding,
second.
ding, ding. No,
Ding, ding, ding.
no, I
Well, he's got a ding
should
thing.
be
We don't-
commended for not inviting you guys.
You didn't
Why?
invite
No, I invited your wife. I knew you.
Right.
It was an email to you both, but it
Right.
was to you.
But he
I
got
did not
invited.
invite you two.
He said he got invited.
I got invited
No.
over G-Chat the day before because I think it was an afterthought. We were writing about something else. Like, oh, are you around tomorrow?
Well, I said, listen,
And
if
it's
you
only
want,
because of
Because of-
Jessica now, not
Exactly.
because if it were me alone, I wouldn't have been invited. Give me a break. You know,
What
you
is
know
wrong
that.
with the old-fashioned? Like, what was broke about the old way, where girls got together because they love doing that kind of stuff, and they love
Guys
you know,
are
like,
in
why-
the man cave,
Yeah, yeah.
regretting decisions.
Yeah.
Why
This is-
didn't I
this
get
is-
invited?
By the way, these
because
are
I
things
said
knew
that you
you wouldn't want to come.
You don't know that.
Well, I'm getting a lot of shit for it right now for
I am
inviting
a-
guys.
Well, you're going to get shit either
Extremely
way.
good
It
house
doesn't
guest.
matter.
I know.
I know I sound like a shitbag on the show, but I'm a really good house guest.
I would have loved to invite you,
I'm
but
a
I figured
really
like
good
you're a
house
dude
guest.
and you don't have a lady. You wouldn't want to come with a lady. I don't
Oh,
know.
he doesn't have a lady. Ouch. Burn.
No,
Hey,
because it's a woman's fucking baby shower.
I got
Skin
you.
hurts because of
wait,
the
language is
burn.
not necessary.
I'm very upset.
Now,
Third
you said,
degree.
I'm intrigued. You say you're a very good house guest. Could
Yeah,
you,
I love-
give us examples
I'm
of what
good.
you do
No, I'm
that
just-
the
I'm
average.
good at like social situations and parties.
Oh, okay.
I
But
get
when
it
he's
go-
a
I
house
get it
guest alone,
started.
when you leave him
I break
his own
toilet
accord,
seats.
he breaks toilet seats and leaves sperm rags.
That's right. We
Hey,
have
trash
evidence.
can.
We
Jizz
have
rags.
evidence of your house guesting.
And I didn't
Other
bring
than
this up.
that, it was
I didn't
pretty
bring this up
solid.
yesterday, and the toilet did look pretty dirty when I got back because
No,
the
sir.
water. The water sat there.
sucks.
No, the water sat there because I was gone for a month.
What do you have, like
Oh,
brackish
right,
water?
right.
And
No, it just sits there and
right.
it gets hot. It
gets weird.
But there was shit stained in the bowl, a streak that was crusted.
No, sir.
It was there.
Oh.
It was there.
Don't you have a little thing you can
I
clean
didn't
that
wanna-
up with?
No,
next
it's right
to the
there. It's
toilet?
right next to the toilet.
Yeah?
The brush.
Where do you think that other
That was the girl.
the
that was
missing Reese's from the pack I left? I just rubbed it in the toilet bowl to give you a hard time.
Michael's right. That
That's
was
what the
that was,
peanut chunks were too.
That was his date. It wasn't him. He's
He was. Hey, there were in the refrigerator. And I think maybe he forgot
What, did he
about
leave
it.
No,
you
I
three
put- I left it
pickles?
there.
No, there was Reese's peanut
I
butter
left it
cups. It was a nice surprise.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, that is nice.
You are a good house guest.
Yeah.
You might break the toilet
Look,
seat
it was
and
the
leave a
king
little
size.
gift.
It was the king size pack, so he ate 2 of them and left the 2, so it was already open. But it's fine.
Well, he's sharing.
That
with
wasn't.
you.
I didn't even buy those. This was a present to me by another comic.
Oh,
I
you
worked with.
re-gifted.
And no, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna eat 2, and I'm gonna leave the other 2 right
I
here.
ate them.
Yeah, pay
and
the
there was
toll.
a fruit cup.
What kind of comic is giving you gifts of Reese's? It's kind of a strange.
That's payment
thing.
these days.
You guys in love? What's
We-
going
we
on?
might be,
Are
yeah.
you courting one another?
It's very possible. No, it was Paul Hooper.
I'm gonna buy
I
that
worked
guy some
DC with
Reese's.
Paul Hooper, and he's like the coolest guy ever.
All right, he knew
and
that
he
you
kept
liked
trying
those.
to egg me into like, come on, get a Reese's. I'm gonna get your. Let's eat them together. He just wanted a partner in
In
sugar
crime.
crimes.
I want a Reese's.
Yeah, I'm not. People always want. They need a partner to do the wrong thing.
Well, he
I
doesn't
don't.
booze
I
or
don't. I'll just
drugs,
eat all the
so
wrong
he-
things right in
he
front
just
of you
wants
while you eat your
sugar.
salad.
I like to eat. I like to shame eat by myself.
You shame yourself.
Yeah, like
You
if
stupid bitch.
if when I was eating more Cheez-Its, I would want to be alone in the house and have a soda and
Right.
eat my Cheez-Its because I like to take 4 Cheez-Its and then take a little sip of the Coke
Oh, and
or
it
the
all
soda,
work
and then it
together.
all works together in your mouth. And you do that for way too long than you should, and then you feel sick.
You'll
and then
get
you
no
wanna
ding
die.
from me on that. I think that's wonderful. I am.
No
I,
ding?
I
That
eat,
is a ding. I think the
eat-
ding should be when he agrees with us. so that way, there's only a few per week.
Right.
I don't blow out the dinger.
Come on. Conflict is the essence of drama, right? If we sat here and agreed about things all the time, it'd be boring.
That's not true at all.
It is true. But you're a
little bit
girl
of-
and you
little
wouldn't
mix,
know
mix,
that.
little mix,
You're
little
a
mix,
girl
little
who
mix.
thinks that the guys want to come to your shower.
See how boring it would have been right there if he said that and you said, "That's right.
Yeah, so
It
should
is
I?
boring." And then that would have been the end of that conversation.
No, I'm saying a mix. It can't just be all deny.
Well, it's not.
all
As
agree.
I was telling you guys this morning when you came in screaming at me this morning for no good reason, and then when I
changed to
reacted to it, all of a sudden here it comes. Oh, you're grumpy. You're what? And I only get what makes me grumpy is people calling me grumpy. That will make me angry. Like, no, I'm not. I'm just saying something, or I'm doing something, or whatever. And you guys decide to call it grumpy. I'm actually happy as
Don't
hell.
let me in with
God
this.
damn it!
Yeah. Don't let me in. Greg calls you grumpy.
Me?
You're right there. You're
Grumpa,
I have called him a
You're the one who
grumpa
created
before.
Grumpa.
which is
That
hilarious.
was you.
Old Grumpa Hessler.
We need to have your coffee mug. This is the coffee mug with your face looking like Mar, and
Yeah.
then Grumpa on top. Yeah, that's
I
it.
also think F the Oceans should actually be
You
printed.
really like F
Yeah.
the Oceans. I think it doesn't really make sense. You know, I noticed about our bumper sticker, the ericvonradio.com part is too small. Like when you're behind
Oh,
somebody.
down below. Yeah, you're like, what's that?
Hey,
And so we'll fix that on the next one.
if Autumn
Okay.
had that bumper sticker on her car yesterday, that Ford F-250 Super Duty, he would have seen it
Yeah.
right before you
He would have
rear-ended
known.
us.
Why didn't you have it on your car, by the
I
way?
haven't put it on yet.
Oh, really? What are you waiting for?
I don't know, because I was going to put
Your
it on
next
my
big
laptop,
contract?
maybe.
Oh, you're not part of it yet?
I couldn't decide where to put
Your
it.
laptop, you go to advertise the show to me. The idea is you put it on a bumper, you drive around, maybe
know.
somebody says, oh, that guy, that asshole has a show? I didn't even know he was around anymore.
I'm too busy preparing for my child.
I don't believe me. I
See,
got
you have to
thoughts
say
on
child.
that.
You have
Get
to
the
say
ding
child.
ready.
What am I preparing? What am I
No,
doing now?
it's all right. I don't want to make it cry. I love you so much. I don't want to blah, 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 blah.
I won't cry. I'll
You'll
just get
cry.
mad.
And I was just like, I just think this 3 months thing is a little much. And I think it's because the government says you get 3 months. It's
Yeah.
like the government says, like Obama says you get 3 months. So somehow that becomes the scientific standard.
Hold on a second. You said 3 months.
No.
Yes, you
You
did.
probably did. Probably in December.
You
Like,
did.
Yeah, take your 3
Yeah,
months.
the whole thing was abstract.
Because in your
back
mind,
then.
And now you're like,
yeah,
3
in your
weeks.
mind, May's far away. Whatever.
Right,
it
you
is.
know.
5 months away. Sure.
Surely she'll change her mind. I was probably thinking she won't want to be away that long. This is too special. It's too important.
What if we
Why
go
would she
do
wanna be
5
away?
shows?
But the government tells me I get 3 months, and that suddenly becomes the
Hey,
standard.
there's a workaround.
I swear to
There's a
God, my
workaround.
mom was bartending within 72 hours of having
Oh
me.
my
There's a
God.
workaround. We take this setup. We take this setup to her apartment. Do 5 shows every Sunday. There you go. You send the kid with Santa.
Yeah.
Santa watches the kid. You
Well,
got 5
this is the
shows.
thing- this is the thing I tried to work out with her. I'm like, well, maybe after 3 weeks or a month or something, like
3
you could be on.
weeks.
Maybe do it from your house and join us that way. And like your dad's watching the kid for an hour and a half, and we get you. Sometimes she's like, man, she gets like totally like she's back in school and she's not going to stand for the pledge. I mean, it's just like, no,
Not
the
gonna
government
do it.
says I get 3 months, and that's my standard. I want 3
You
months.
are putting the word government into my mouth. I
Yes.
have never said that ever. The government says I get. No, I never said that.
No, but that's the attitude. That's
No,
what-
it is
oh.
not.
And then you know what happens to these women? Not you necessarily. Give me
What?
the ding, 'cause
Tell me
I'm
what
pissing
happened.
her off.
Tell me what
I'm
happens to women.
I'm pissing her off. So give me the
I was
dings.
waiting for the ding for your next comment. That's a.
No, because she's going to take this totally personally, and I mean it more on a national level. You see these stories about how women only make 72 cents to every dollar. Well, this is why. Because they add it in the aggregate. Do you realize this? They don't break it down to
Yes.
waiters. Whatever. So men do more dangerous jobs, like offshore drilling and things like that cost more money. Men are, by and large, professional athletes that sign $30 million things.
Are professional athletes.
No, but I'm saying they throw all of this stuff in and
Oh,
say
I
that
see what you
men,
mean.
and then they break it down to, okay, break that down to an hour and who's making what. But
you're
also
right,
another thing is men don't take 3 months off 3 or 4 times in their career to have children. That is the truth.
No,
and
no,
you're-
no.
And so what if more people watch us and listen to this podcast in the next 3 months than have ever before? They won't even know that Autumn's part of the show. It'll be like a weird thing for them when she comes back. They're, who's this bitch? Why is she ruining? And they'll have no idea as the show is growing for 3 months. She's just going to be a zero presence. She's going to show up one time with a baby. We're all going to go ooh and ah. And that's going to be it.
Well, that's not true because people listen from the beginning. They don't have to just start in the very middle.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah, but also, as far as the national average for women and men and stuff, it's not just that women go away for 3 months because every woman has a baby. It's that
Go ahead.
it's that you're right. It's an aggregate. It's a huge amount of.
They're going from beginning work to retirement age.
It's coming from, but you're saying like everyone.
Yes.
Like you said,
Yeah.
professional athletes and like, but whatever. It's not about women making less for the same job because.
Right. So
People-
you're saying it's bullshit, like I am.
Well, yeah.
Okay. That's all I want to do.
Because it's that thing
You
about
can take
taking
3 months. I mean, some
statistic
people
and
have 4 kids, right? And they're in the corporate world and everything like that. I'm not making as much as men. Well, guess what? If I'm hiring somebody for a project that's going to take 2 years, and you're a 28-year-old woman who's already had 1 kid and looking to have another one, I'm probably going to hire the guy because I know I'm not going to lose him for 3 months.
Yeah, but you
I
don't
don't have
know
to
that.
say that on a document because I would
Right.
never say it on a document because
that would be illegal.
That would be illegal. but you know, as of yet, they can't get inside of my mind and decide why I've hired somebody.
right, but isn't it? But that is discrimination, right? I mean, if you
Yeah,
say
because discrimination is what happens in the world.
okay, but
a
what
good
if?
thing.
But what if you are wrong and they don't have that plan? Or
Well,
they,
you're right, but you're just playing the averages. Like if I
Because anything
if I
could
get
happen to the
2
guy
women-
too. The guy gets cancer or something,
Right,
and
sure.
he
Sure.
gets in jail. He goes
Sure.
thrown in jail.
But
you
if
don't
he's
know.
between, if I've got 2 great female candidates and 2 great male candidates, right,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both between the ages of 28 and 35,
Uh-huh.
the chances of one of the girls having a baby in the next 4 or 5 years are much higher than somebody that age getting terminal cancer.
Yeah, but if
So,
you're talking about 3
although
months,
it does happen,
if you're talking about 3 months,
3 months is a long time in the corporate world. It's gonna bang this show. I mean, in the corporate world, like if you're working at Hewlett Packard or something, I mean, that's a huge thing to miss 3 months. As far as what if you're at Apple and you're building the next thing? I mean, you think losing 3 months is those?
That's where you're wrong, though. Women building the next thing.
Well,
that's
well,
not
they need
happening.
stitching and sewing.
Oh, that's not.
I think, yeah.
Ding yourself on that one because I think that was horrible. I'm not with that. You know, he's part of this war on women.
I say
You're so
rather
much
than
out.
enjoying her for the next time, the amount of time we
Enjoy
have,
her?
we should talk about how she's going to be gone.
This is how I enjoy her.
Let's not have good shows until then. Let's just talk about how shitty it's going to be after she's
No,
gone.
but I think that she. When I deal with Autumn, who is my only daughter in this world, when I deal with her, sometimes she doesn't play fair because she knows that I can hurt her feelings, and so whatever. So we're not able to actually discuss an adult thing like this because you'll personalize what I say. But I had opinions about this kind of thing before you got pregnant or
Sure.
before this whole thing happened, and so. If you're so easily allowed to be hurt by things that I say,
Okay.
how come I have no right to think, well, I mean, how into it is she? Like, how much of a priority is this show? Like, what, you know, what? I mean,
Okay.
and
That's fine.
totally given that I think that there is a period of time of a number of weeks, a month, maybe a little more, that a new mother should dedicate that time to the child.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, 3 months, that's just an arbitrary government number. It doesn't say anything other than that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So there's a
And
couple.
I
of
give
things.
you the floor, my good lady.
There are a couple of things. You can always talk to me about anything. You just have to communicate it correctly with me. Like you have to say, I'm not like you said, you're afraid that I would take it personal. But you just have to say, like, I have this belief already and I want to talk
But
to you
why
about
wouldn't you
know what I'm saying?
assume? Okay, now let's get into this in our relationship.
Okay.
Why don't you just assume that about me? You've known me since you were 19 years old.
Yeah.
And have I ever, like, you know, consistently over time tried to ruin your life in any way? I mean,
No, I never think that. What do
Okay,
you
I'm
mean?
rooting for you. I'm
Yeah.
always rooting for you. I'm always so why do I always have to keep on before I tell you something? Oh, now I love you, but
I guess that's I don't
you
know.
don't have to do that to me. If you, I mean, when you bully me, I joke about it, I laugh about
No,
it, but
but-
I don't get like all, you know.
Yeah. Well, you got defensive the other.
Howdy, and he stormed out of the room this morning. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
because
that's what I mean. But
that's what I'm
listen,
saying.
but
then
when
I
you
came
did
back
that-
immediately, and I was fine.
And also when you did that,
Yes.
I realized that maybe I was going about it in a wrong way, and so I did want to say to you, like,
Right.
let me know how to communicate with you next
But
time
see,
so
that
that I
sounds
can.
like to me, even kind of talk right there. It
Yeah.
sounds like just that sort of pop. What's the word?
She
I'm looking
did-
at? Blather.
This is
you
how
know?
I work, though. This
Yeah.
is honestly, I'm not reading a book and like how to deal with difficult people. It's not like that.
You should just be kind to people in general and tell them what you think.
Right, but the way that I think I'm being kind
Yes.
is coming off in the wrong way to you. So
Right.
I'm going to change the way I say something to you or the way that I interact
Yeah, but
with
that
you.
puts
when it
pressure on
comes-
me to change. And that's too
No.
much.
This morning, let me say, she
Yeah.
did start to back off when she saw that she was having an effect, a negative effect on you. And then I took that opportunity to just push it over the edge.
Right.
chance to
Right.
say something negative.
Whenever you
It's like,
smell
watch
weakness
this.
Yeah.
with me,
Watch this, Autumn. This is the way you do it.
you're gonna come in and finish
And
the
now
job.
I
Please.
don't think of that as me backing down. I think of it as
No.
like I don't want. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to communicate this with you. And if I'm doing it the wrong way, I'm going to change the way I do it so that I can get my message across, and we can actually have.
Yeah,
like
I get
a
that. It just seems
thing.
kind of touchy feely to me. It just seems like we've known each other so long that we should just be like, "Hey,
this is how you
I
work,
should be able to
though.
go, hey, you knucklehead, go get the blah 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 and
Right.
whatever, and not have to think anything." But when I do it now, I think, "Oh, I better sit her down and let her know I love her." And but I mean, it just seems like a lot. Like it's like, why wouldn't you just assume that?
No, it depends on what we're talking about. Like,
And
if you,
you're
if
pregnant,
it's-
which complicates
that's
things a
probably
bit.
true. So, like, if we're talking about work, it's like if you text me and say, "Hey, put this thing up," blah blah blah. I'm not gonna be like, "Well, fine, you're so
Right.
mad." I'm not gonna be like that. But if you want to tell me something like, "Hey, on the show, you are doing this shitty and I hate it and
Right.
you're ugly,"
Right.
then I might be like, "But what?" What do you mean? If you say like, "Listen, you're doing a great job on the show, but I think sometimes when you do this," I'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool."
And you're
Got
not
it.
as attractive as you could be, rather than saying ugly.
Yeah,
I would
not
put
as
it
attractive
into
as you
different
could be,
terms.
but I'll put up with it for now. But yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think you're a little demanding on that. Like,
Am I?
always let me know that you love me, or that you
No.
care about me. And it just should be it should just be a known
But also,
from the very beginning.
when you, like
if
I
Eric's
said,
having a bad day,
Yeah.
he still cares about me, obviously.
I know that.
or whatever.
well, that's fine. Listen, short-term feelings, I know, are meaningless.
Yeah.
They are short-term, and I know that.
But my feelings are never bad, ever.
No, but listen, if you're doing something to me that's making me upset or like making me frustrated or
punching you in the
sad or
face?
angry or something,
Punching
like
you in the face?
all the things that you're saying to me, like, "Oh, water, blah, blah," like that does affect me.
I
but
know.
that doesn't mean long term I am going to hate Eric. It just means
No, I
like
know
right now
that.
he's annoying me and because he's being so
But it
negative.
makes the communication difficult. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say, damn, I think of it as a positive. Like, geez, I'd rather you be back earlier because you're a big part of the show. You're an important part of the show.
This is not
And
how you
for
brought it up to me. If you
and
told-
for
if you
me-
brought- hold on.
But you should just assume that.
How can I assume
Because
that?
I
You know
always
what
hope-
happens when you assume?
I make an ass out of you.
That's why I assume. I assume only. Listen, if you come to me and talk to me about it in that way and say, "Listen, I love you on the show. I'm worried about this 3 months thing," but like all you do is bring it up on the show, and I don't know if you're joking. You're like fucking around. You say a lot of things on the air. I don't know if this is how it seems very aggressive. Like, "Oh, the government says," and you think, and I never said that.
You never
But
said
if you
that,
come
but I
to
mean-
me and say, "Hey, let's talk about this for reals,"
All right.
then I will listen to you.
All right, let's talk
What a
about this.
woman.
I was
for
going
real.
to say, the name of today's show, Girl Talk.
You're being negative. Here's another
This
thing.
is real talk.
This
not
is
just
another.
girl talk.
As
It's
long as
real
we're having real talk here, this
Yeah.
is another thing. The deconstructing of the show as it goes on. I got news for you. It's entertainment. There's always some bit of chicanery. There's always some bit of a setup.
fine. I don't
There's always
mind
everything can't be perfectly organic. We'd be sitting here staring at one another. We're gonna have awkward segs sometimes, just because it's time to change the
But
subject.
it's funny to laugh at that.
I
though.
know, but it gets a little bogged down.
Does it?
This
you think,
one over
you
here.
think I
this
handled
one
it
over
poorly?
here.
You don't think that was a good comment there, and then I screwed up the ding?
Look, now he's
but then-
deconstructing himself.
But then with the other show we did earlier this week with the shitty U2 song, "Put on Your Boots," and
Yeah,
it was awkward.
yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Created laughs. It's not
Oh,
like we
here's another one. Now I got to
sit
tell
here.
him that no, you're good. I think that you're very good, Greg.
I don't
I'm
need
not saying that you're not.
I don't need that. I don't want that. I'm contrary. You tell me I'm good, I'm like, I'll show you how good I am, and
Michael,
I'll
what do you
screw up
have
the
to
show.
say? Just sitting over there like a lump
I
on a
don't
log.
honestly, like. I feel like what anyone says in the show is just for the show.
Sure.
It lives in the bubble of the show,
Yeah.
and it's for the show.
Well, I believe that to be true too.
So calm down, female.
Me?
Bitch.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. Like, if you really do have an issue with me
I find it
for
interesting.
3 months,
What,
I
well,
find it
what does
interesting that
everybody-
you haven't spoken to her about this after the show, because it's all you talk about with us when she's not around.
I know.
is
I know.
that true? Oh my god!
What a letdown. Yeah. I can't believe this woman's going to leave me hanging high and dry. Those conversations. No.
I mean,
I just
okay.
assume the amount you do bring it up that you have spoken to her about it.
It would see to me if we
And
were
it was
3
it
years
was
in.
surprising to find that
He doesn't speak to people about things. He waits until the last moment.
That's true. I wait. I'm
that's
just procrastinating
true.
on everything, so
Yeah.
it's just part of it.
we got 2 weeks till my
Yeah,
due
I
date.
just deal with what's in front of me, So it's like, okay, now it's a reality that she's actually going to have this baby. Apparently, she's decided to keep
I
it.
hope.
She's decided to keep it. I'm assuming. So she's going to have this baby.
It's
and
too
now
late.
Like,
I already checked.
now it's right in front of me. It's like 2 weeks
Yeah.
from now, and I don't know. Think of what is it? Everyone else is fine with this. 3 months. We just do the show without Autumn. No big deal.
I mean, it sounds like what people do when they have babies.
Yeah.
It's not what they used to do. They used to get their asses up and go
70
back to
you're
work.
I'm gonna
your
be
mom's
gone.
I swear to
72
God, I
hours.
guarantee my mom was back waiting
You
on
call her
tables.
right now.
Oh, she's 80. She can barely hear me on the phone. That's why
What?
my conversations on the phone are so poor with my mother because she's 80 and can't hear,
Mm-hmm.
so that I got in my car and drove all the way up there just to sit with her for 2 days and drive back because I'm such a shithead. I don't call my mom because it's so hard to do. So
Sounds about right.
I'm going to be gone for a month, by the way.
this guy,
I have
is
a project to work
constantly-
on.
Yeah, what's your project?
I haven't actually been signed on yet. I'm going to go look for one on Craigslist after
Yes.
today's show.
Yes, yeah.
Hopefully I'll find
This
something.
one's leaving again. New York City for last week. Now he's leaving again for 4 more
Have
days.
we missed shows?
You're leaving
Have
with-
we missed
you-
shows?
You're leaving with pregnancy.
Have shows not happened?
Does this happen to Letterman?
Have shows not happened?
No, shows do happen.
Everything's
Because like
taken
today,
care
we're
of. That's the thing. You
doing
start to
3
panic.
in one day.
You start to panic though. You think I panic about things. I just get angry with things. Something goes wrong on the computer. I'm trying to set up a codec or something. I start cursing. You think I'm overreacting. You're leaving town. This movie, the Indiegogo's ending. We got to
Yeah.
it's going to get done.
Yeah.
Have I ever not gotten something done when we said we're going to work on it?
Well, that's fine, but it's just you know, a lot of leaving town. A lot of I'm leaving the
Who
show.
cares
for
if we
3
leave
months.
if everything's done? That's all you care about, right? Ultimately, you have a product. If the product's good and it's finished and it's
What
done
if a
correctly,
bunch of listeners left for 3 months? What would you say to that?
are they going to
There,
consume
here,
all the
there.
shows? Are they consuming
Yeah.
all the shows? At that point, are they going to sit there and listen to them all? Then fine, leave for 3 months, come back, listen to them all. I wouldn't
Not too
care.
bad.
Just got to wonder where your heart is, you know. Where's the stick to itiveness? Would I want to be in a foxhole with you people? Are you gonna go with me the whole way to the battle, or
Now
somebody
listen,
got to go to the bathroom?
you can't
if
tell
we were
me
traveling together,
that
you guys have to stop to go to the bathroom every half hour.
No, and I
This is the
don't
type
stop
of-
to go to the bathroom, so you know. It doesn't happen. I don't allow that to happen.
That would hurt the trip.
You can't
Yes,
tell
my
me-
Dear,
you can't tell
my
me-
dear, dear Autumn. Yes. Do you have something to say?
You can't tell me to choose between this and
Yes.
my baby.
Your baby.
Yeah.
Yes. Sophie's
You're
Choice.
like, what?
too.
You don't care about the show at all? It's like, well,
Sophie's Choice, the sequel.
I'm
you
sure we
choose
can.
the show
I'm sure
or the baby.
we can find an equal, like a balance between
Well, I have
3
the
months.
balance.
No.
The balance is getting on the video.
This is what you said. You said,
I told you.
fuck
what to
3
do.
months. Why don't you start calling in at 3 weeks?
Well, 3 weeks.
Why
is-
can't it be like, all right, look, you get a month and a half, then
Okay.
let's start talking about incorporating you back in
All
the
right,
show.
if we're talking
that
about
is
that.
reasonable to me.
All right, 5 weeks. That's a little over a month. To make your first appearance
6 weeks.
via. Aren't you going to come show us your baby?
Yeah.
Ever?
Never. You guys are never seeing my baby.
I don't want to see that baby.
That's
that
right.
baby that tore my show to pieces.
That's right. You're gonna be like, little Betty, you ruined my show. Yes, you did.
I think I could probably get Betty to come on a
Aw.
daily basis. Come do
She
the show
comes
with
every
us.
morning. Listen.
You put the mic down there like that was actually going to do some good.
Well, I was trying to make the sound so that it's
a very shy kid.
The show.
It's a very shy kid.
Yeah, she's very quiet.
She's going to be scared of you. She's not going to know why, but that voice,
not- no.
she hears
Oh, I
it
know.
now.
She hears it every day.
Yeah, she's going,
She
Babies
hears you
love
more
me.
than
Mean.
Travis,
I know.
probably.
This
I know.
mean guy, this mean
Well,
man.
because Travis is like he's a person of today, so he's like a sort of a hi, how are you? Talking to the baby through the thing, and blah blah blah.
But then he's done. That's it.
That's
he's like,
it?
hi,
Is that-
baby.
then back
what
to
are
the
you
video
doing
games.
today? Hello, baby.
Autumn's first marital crisis will be about Travis spending more time on his video games than with the newborn. I predict that this is the first marital crisis in this. I think you're
That's
going to get
not
through
out
it.
of the realm of
I
possibility.
think you're going to get through it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Travis is not a philanderer. He's not going to go out and whatever. He'll be right there, not paying attention to either of you.
I think he's going to get
one
jealous.
room away.
You're going to
That always
pay
happens.
more attention to the baby than
Yeah.
him.
Look
Yeah.
at the baby. Look at the baby. Look at
Baby's
the baby.
going to hate me, though, just because that's what babies do until they're
Really?
about 3.
Babies
Too
love
tall
me.
and beardy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Babies love me. I just have a thing like, because I'm a cat lover. Basically, you say
Oh,
the same
sure.
thing to babies you do to cats. You know,
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, poopy, snappy poops.
You don't approach them too quickly.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
gotta, you do that thing where you let them reach out and
Uh-huh.
touch you first, and then it's a whole science to it.
My ex-boyfriend said that how you treat cats is how you should go down on a woman. Because like
Kick him out of the house?
Okay,
because you approach them gently. Yeah.
That's how I treat cats.
so wait a minute.
kinda made sense.
As a
what I'm
person
saying.
who I'm guessing received from your ex-boyfriend some of this cat love, was he correct? Did it work? That's
It was just a theory.
It didn't work so much in practice. So tell us again what you do.
It was something about like you just have to approach them a specific way, and you can't start out. You can't be like a dog, like "Come here, doggy." You know, like, yeah. You got to be like gentle. Let them smell your hand. You got to like start slow, and then then you can really get into petting a cat. I mean, like sometimes they like really into it. You scratch their ears real hard.
But you don't want to start there.
Right. You got. But
they'll
then,
run away.
Exactly. And going down on a lady, you can get into it like that, but you can't start out. You can't be like
Going down?
Get in there.
What a classy broad. Going down on a lady.
Treat it like a cat. The fuck is that smell? Who?
They both smell like fish.
What is there a shit box in this house? What is that stench?
There's nothing worse than when that stench is not good.
Cats? They're
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
I hate cats so bad.
What? Really?
I'm allergic to them,
I
and they're
know.
fucking assholes.
Not always.
Oh, you don't like, for a long time I didn't like cats because you can see their behinds.
They're butt.
You can see they're just walking around.
know you can see
You're
it,
eating
too.
dinner and all of a
That's
sudden
like-
it's like, hey, cat starfish. That like bothered me for a long time.
Yeah.
And then
But
I
now
got
you're
over
okay
it.
with it? Now you're
No,
like
I just
into
think
it?
I ignore it now.
Used to bug me, but now I love seeing cat butts.
Who doesn't? Huh? If that doesn't turn you on, nothing will. Little cat butt.
There it is. We see our cat's little balls.
Why don't you have them fixed?
No, they're
cooler.
out, but
Oh.
the sack is still there.
Oh, they just burn them off.
Sometimes
these
I
days.
touch it. Go
They
like,
don't. Oh, that's
and
disgusting,
they go like,
and I think
"Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo."
illegal.
They go,
Really,
"Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo,
I do think
I'm
that's
outta here."
illegal. You're turning on the cat.
Just a little.
That is really
I'm not doing
wrong.
it. I'm not like holding them down. Like
Is this how you-
doodle-doodle-doo.
Not yet. Not yet.
A little spit. There you go. There you go. Ooh, yeah, you like that, huh?
I think now they used to clip the balls
Shoving
off,
its
but now
face
they
into
just
a
like
pillow.
they're like free. We don't need that much detail.
Choking your cat. Fondling its nuts.
With the belt, you take your belt off.
Absolutely.
Choke it down.
Little, just tighten up the collar. One strap at a time.
But it was better when they just clipped off the nuts. You're right. It's like, why now they just like freeze them or something, and that sack is left there.
Yeah, the little sack is
Nothing
there.
and just
What
except
kind of like the sack
noise.
is there? It's kind of
Apparently, you're all over it.
doodle doodle doodle.
That's the noise I like to hear when someone's fondling my nuts.
Ding dong, ding dong. That's for the guy. Big. That's for you. Your nuts are huge compared to a cat's nuts.
How do you know? When's the last time you saw his nuts?
Well,
he may have a problem.
I don't know.
It
When
could
was
be
the last
today.
time?
He may have tiny
When was the last
Swedish
time?
meatballs.
In about 5 minutes.
Does anyone care? Do people care about having big nuts?
You mean like, do women want to see some
Anyone,
nuts?
even a guy.
Yeah.
I guess if they were extra small, you'd be like, these are really small.
Yeah,
but-
teeny ones.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
don't
want
think
Swedish meatballs. That's kind of weird.
Good comparison.
Hey, IKEA pants.
I call my nuts the flurg.
I don't know. It's not really a thing with women. I don't
Hey,
think they
IKEA
prefer or
shorts.
don't whatever. I mean, balls are just best left ignored probably most of the
Yeah.
time.
Well, yeah.
for the rest of my life.
Ignored.
Swedish meatballs are going to remind me of the death of Philip Seymour Hoffman because we were at IKEA. I was with IKEA with Autumn,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
eating Swedish
Oh,
meatballs
right.
when we found out he was dead. So that connection's
Did you
always
stop
made
eating
now.
at all? Were you like, oh,
I kept
Well,
going.
interesting. Well, the meatballs were really good.
There was no reason for me to stop. I'm just saying now that connection's been made.
I just think the idea of eating at IKEA is when you really need to check your life.
Oh, it's fun.
What is fun about it?
I don't know. It tastes like Thanksgiving.
You get together with all your hipster friends and go eat at IKEA.
Our
Yeah, that's what
hipster
happens.
Ironically
Yeah,
interesting.
that's what happens. Anytime someone does something,
Yes,
it's
it's
a
all
hipster
hipster.
thing.
It's all yes.
Something you wouldn't
I'm
do.
calling hipster.
Play the ding. Or wait,
Something-
how are we playing the ding?
I'm
Is
calling
it
hipster.
negative
as
or
long as you have a
positive?
dong afterwards. Ding dong.
You're all about the dong, aren't you?
It's cheap. It's like
No,
sometimes
I'm
on
saying-
certain
Don't
days
get
it can
defensive,
be like
Michael.
$5.
It's okay.
You
Burger
brought
King.
up the
Nothing
nuts.
wrong with
That's
it.
what he eats. Burger
brought
King.
up cat
What is that?
asshole.
Is that what you old grandpas do? Go
What's
to
that?
Burger King.
Let's go to Burger King.
We go to
Yeah,
Burger
we sit
King.
around Burger King. We talk about World War II. Have a bottomless cup of Joe.
That's extremely
right.
And a
accurate.
slice of pie.
When I was a kid, my grandfather came to visit once, and he didn't come that often. And he told us, he goes, "All right, kids, we're gonna go out to lunch. Anywhere you want to go, we're going out to lunch." And by anywhere we wanted to go meant we're going to Wendy's. But
Yeah.
that's back when Wendy's had a buffet.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and,
Oh,
and
yeah,
we were
they don't
like,
have that anymore,
we
huh?
wanted to go to like
forgot.
Mexican because we didn't get to eat out a lot as kids. We were like, "Fuck, we're going to Mexican. We're gonna get chips and salsa. It's gonna be great." He's like, "Nah, Wendy's."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wendy's.
And
But
then
they
we
do have.
They have the. I want the chili. All right, Grandpa, we get you the chili.
And did he meet old buddies there from World War II? And
No, I mean,
talk?
it was in Georgia. I mean,
Oh.
I'm sure he did. I was a kid. I didn't care.
Yeah, you didn't care about
No, I do have a bag of
the
his
sacrifices that were made in your name.
Old, yeah, he had a Purple Heart
You unpatriotic
really?
douche.
from Korea.
Ding.
At this point, I just run.
Oh,
I
you were
just
probably 4 years old. You didn't even care about your grandpa's
Kill
risk his
yourself.
life for this country.
Stop it. Kill yourself.
Kill yourself. Go in a ditch and kill yourself. Fuck you. I'm sorry I keep doing your
really
impression.
not,
I just
you're
love it.
nonplussed
I'm
with that.
flattered. What am I going to sit here and tell you to kill yourself for saying
Right.
that?
So this
should have
is
a kill yourself.
Don't go
off.
kill yourself is a metaphor.
I got to be transparent for this because
For
some of this might change before this because we're doing this is we're taping shows here, so this is Thursday's show that we're taping, and maybe this story may change a little bit before we get there, and I want to put that on the table. But is anyone here buying this nonsense about this kid crawling into this airplane
right.
wheel hub? What do you call it? What do you call the wheel?
The wheel well.
The wheel
Wheel
well.
Yeah, the wheel. We know what it means.
Wheel
whether it's
well.
the right
Flying
word
from
or not.
San Jose, California to where?
No, it's Hawaii
Hawaii.
to California.
No, he went the other
California
way.
to
Started in
Hawaii.
California, went to Hawaii, ended up in Hawaii, I think.
Man, he really wanted himself some spam.
Supposedly he lives, and I think it's 50 degrees below
Negative
zero,
80, they said.
and
Yeah, 8,000.
and no oxygen because they're at 35,000 feet. So normally at 35,000 feet, remember the theory about the Malaysian airliner
Right,
goes
right.
up to 40,000 feet, everybody's dead after 5 minutes, and then come back down. Like that theory probably didn't actually happen, or maybe it did, but the science behind it is true. Most of us would die 5 minutes without special oxygen at 35,000 feet.
Sure.
So this flight is almost all at 35,000 feet over the ocean. It's freezing, and supposedly this 16-year-old kid, 15, whatever he is, just is seen wandering on the runway in Hawaii. Now, it is true that they have video of him jumping a fence in San Jose, and he is in Hawaii.
Did he know that plane was going to Hawaii, or he just jump on a random plane?
I think he just supposedly just jumped on a...
Yeah, I'm thinking a kid that runs in the wheel wells not studying the flight patterns and checking out the tail numbers of planes and then
Why
corresponding
not?
those.
I think if you're going to do it,
Yeah.
Hawaii is a good
Here's a
place to go.
spokesperson's...
I think he just thought he was going to be able to climb into the plane.
A male teenager traveled from San Jose Airport on Easter Sunday morning to Maui in the wheel well of a Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 767. We are very thankful this young man survived his journey. We're pleased that there's a happy outcome considering the extremity of the situation.
Or extremity. Here's an FAA expert type
I
guy.
mean, basically, at that altitude, there are two things that happen to your body, both of which are usually fatal. One is called hypoxia. So at that high altitude, your body is not getting the oxygen that it needs to survive. You'll pass out almost immediately and die within a few minutes. The other is hypothermia, and we talk about it every winter. You know, at that height, minus 50 degrees, you're going to freeze to death very quickly. For 5 hours.
So what's this is a mystery to me. I don't exactly. The kid ran away from home. I don't have the audio of his dad, but he did not sound like a genius. I did not know that mother did not sound like a genius at all. But I find this is absurd that a guy could. They're saying that maybe your body would go into natural hibernation, but you know what? Bears have been hibernating for thousands of years. It's in their DNA. I don't think hibernation is something you can just flip a switch. You've never done it before, and
Right.
literally for him to hibernate through this, he would have to take 2 breaths a minute or something in order for that oxygen to be enough to keep him in this low state.
Right.
But I think the kid's fine. He can talk and everything, right? I don't.
So
Dude,
what do you
if he
think
was,
happened?
What if he was sucking down oxygen for like a week before and he was actually planning this? He over-oxygenated his blood and then ran in there, and then he could do that.
He's a kid.
What
a
if he
poor
had a
kid
coat?
who ran away from home. I don't think he's got access to this stuff.
Oh, well, that's your theory.
Ding. Greg, do you have any information? You're
I
looking
have
at me
no
like-
information. I was just thinking of him shooting down my idea of the kid choosing the flight to Hawaii on purpose. You think this kid an idiot? You think he's looking at tail numbers, but here he's over oxygenating. I can't oxygenating.
Yeah, he's got like a 2-week plan where he's putting more oxygen in his
Sorry
cells.
for theorizing.
Yeah, I screwed it up because I couldn't say oxygenating. So I wanted to put the G in there.
It is. What, are you saying oxygenating or oxygenating?
Oxygenating.
Yeah.
Oxygenating.
Okay,
I think I
good.
just said
That's what he
oxygenating.
tried to say.
Gotcha.
He didn't quite get there.
It didn't work.
Hey, man, we got equipment.
That was an empty can. There was
All
nothing
right,
there.
well, a little bit of water, and the next thing you know, we got a fire. My house goes up in flames.
That'd be a good show, though.
Oxygenating.
Ding
See,
on
I said
you.
it. Hey, can we go back?
What's
What an idiot. Oxygenating. I think
that's
he's
idiotic,
so
isn't it?
stupid.
Only a stupid person would
There we
think
go.
something
I feel
like that.
better. Thanks.
I'm glad you guys have.
He said.
I'm glad you tat his tit. and everybody's equal now.
So what do you think happened then?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm
Yeah.
waiting to see, but I just don't believe that a kid
And where would
crawls
you go?
into this thing and
like the wheel well.
he got into the wheel well.
But like
There was
the,
a crawl space in there. Apparently, I don't know what that means,
Oh, okay.
but there's a clearance area.
right for him.
kinda-
To,
I mean,
Like curled up in
and
it.
people have survived before, but not at 35,000 feet. I don't think people have survived in the wheel wells of planes that are flying at 20,000 or something like that. But
Ooh.
so there's a place to get in there.
Can you imagine, like, you have this plan, or I guess you have this idea. You're going to get into this. I'm going to run onto this plane. I'm going to get in this wheel well, and then the plane is flying for hours over the
Well, there's
freaking
no way.
Pacific. Or,
There's
you know,
no way he was awake during
Conscious
this.
or something?
It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's just not possible to keep you stay awake.
then
stay
how did he
conscious.
not like roll out or something? You know.
Well,
I
it
guess-
starts to descend
When-
first. First, you're going down, and you're back into 15,000 for some miles before
Yeah.
you land. I guess maybe. But that's what
the
I'm saying.
turbulence?
I think he just walked on the plane or something, and they don't want to admit that
Maybe,
they.
yeah.
I just don't get it. But then again, they saw the kid wandering around on the runway.
Yeah.
There's something weird going on here. I'm just not
Something's
buying the
fishy.
transit. I'm not buying that story.
Yeah.
But I don't
Well,
know.
look,
I don't have any answers.
They're saying that they have video of him going
Jumping
into
the fence.
and going into the wheel well. They're
Right.
saying, and then there's also
Yeah.
the work when they landed, as they were boarding the next flight. People saw him like falling out of the wheel well and walking towards the front of the
Well,
plane.
how the hell could this happen? I don't. There's just and on top of it, with all the shit and the standing in line that we do and the pat downs that we take before we get on a seat, you telling me terrorists can now just crawl up into the wheel well and not have to worry about anything? Nobody sees this going on.
Maybe this is what we should be doing on our mission to Mars. Maybe this is really just,
Wheel wells.
It's just to get you in that hyperstasis or whatever, and
Yeah,
then
it might be a
send
good
you to
idea.
Mars.
I can't even fathom -80.
Yeah, and now is that
It's like 60, and I'm cursing.
Celsius?
I'm cursing God.
is it Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Either way,
I think it was.
I'm sure you're using Fahrenheit.
I think it's 50 below zero. That's what I saw.
well, either way, it's very, very cold.
Yeah, the difference between -50 and -80 is, at that point, you're already.
Yeah, really. They're saying they're not
You're
going
not
to charge
noticing.
this kid either. He's going to
Oh,
go
of course
uncharged.
not. He should go uncharged. Everything's wonderful.
Can't
He-
wait for the book.
This viral video that's out there. Look at him jumping the fence, and he's our
Back to
latest.
this.
He's our latest
He
focus
was
for
just-
24 hours until some other stupid dumb kid says some idiotic thing in the backseat of a car after a dental.
I know the
appointment.
odds are against him, but maybe it really is just some anomaly. and
He's just
he
he's up in
survived
the wheel
and
well. Like,
that was it.
Just tweeting, live
Yeah,
tweeting
yeah.
his journey.
It's cold.
Hashtag burr.
Maybe they're not talking about. Maybe he's got some frostbite that we don't know about.
Well, I should think so, but there should be no living. Did you hear the guy who's an
No
expert saying
living.
you die after 5 minutes at this?
Yeah.
In these conditions, if most people die after 5 minutes, very few make 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's something strange going on here. Or
Maybe he lived next to power lines, and so he had some. Like,
Maybe that's what I'm saying. He's got some sort of extraordinary kind of superpower
yeah,
strength.
he didn't know.
That's what
Send him to Mars.
This kid, he's got the right stuff.
That's right. He proved it.
Oh, I love him.
I wanted to talk to you about Big Bang Theory. You said that your mom was watching a lot
Oh,
of Big
yeah.
Bang Theory.
Before
when you
we
went
do
to
that,
visit
though,
her.
let's push our product because I've been
Oh,
doing it
okay.
at the end of shows, and I want
Good
it to be
idea.
maybe people don't listen to the end, so maybe they're just here now. Only a few days left for Indiegogo. Check it out. Scar but Smarter. It's my movie. I made it. But I got to pay the record companies in order to get it distributed. Don't you want to be a part of that? Well, at least go check it out. Indiegogo.com, Scar but Smarter, or put in my name. Also, Patreon.com. Get some skin in this game or scheme. Be a part of our team. Patreon.com. Check out the different levels, how to get involved. Eric Von Radio. We also have shirts and the bumper stickers. The bumper stickers are free with the shirts. Go to Eric Von Radio. Click our link there to get you right to Amazon.com, and you yourself can order. I help produce the morning show with Eric Von Hessler T-shirts. Is there anything else that we have to push?
Yes? No? I don't think so.
Is that it? All right.
Talk about
Subscribe.
Amazon.
Get the T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, get T-shirts. Are we selling those or not? I mean, Jesus.
Well, you mentioned the T-shirts on Amazon, but you can buy anything
Yeah.
on Amazon.
That's true. You can click through our Amazon banner link on
Yeah.
our website, ericvonradio.com.
Well, let me
and
ask you this. We have a link that takes you to, on the website, we have a link that takes you to the T-shirts.
Yeah.
Did you work that out so that appears to be through the Amazon
Of course.
thing? Okay, want to make sure.
Of course.
There's 30, 40, 50 cents I could lose there.
I
You
know.
know? I'm the CEO of this this baby. I got to make sure that that it goes on. Yeah, we can talk about this real quick. There's some other stuff I want to How much time do we have in this here show?
About
Give me a
20
rough,
minutes.
Yeah.
rough estimate. So yeah, I went up to visit my mom, and what's funny? What are you laughing at?
We're
What are you-
giggling. It's a show
what are you
about
laughing
comedy.
at?
We
What are you-
like to
because-
giggle.
No,
You-
that
no,
was
no,
was
no, they-
no. He was
you
it's
didn't need-
again.
you could have kept going.
What a terrible seg.
That's not what
Oh,
happened.
That
It was-
is exactly.
No, it
that's
wasn't.
exactly.
No, it wasn't. Your mic's off, so we can clear this up.
Tired of this war on women.
For a second here, he said, how much time's left in the show? I was like, and Michael just said, 20 minutes? Like, yeah, 20 minutes. And then we just gave each other a knowing look. That's all, and we laughed.
And he snickered behind my back.
We did. I said 20 minutes. We literally did one of these. Like, all right, I guess it's 20 minutes. Agreeable
You guys
sock
are up,
throat.
You guys are up to something. I know it.
Agreeable
There's some kind of scheme afoot.
Yeah, we put you to sleep a little while ago. Now you have no idea what time it is.
Hey, I'm gonna cluck like a chicken.
We're gonna
What's
put you
that
in a wheel
machine
well.
in front of you? Is that a giant clock machine? It's a computer where you can look at the fucking time, Eric.
I don't know how it's time when we started and whatever. Again, does this happen to Letterman? Look at the fucking time, Dave.
Behind
No,
the scenes, it does.
It's got people around him. Why am I using Letterman as an example?
Yeah.
Old, because he's old and cranky and retiring soon. Yeah, so I went up to see my mom, as I explained before, because I'm terrible. I don't call my mom on the phone, and she's 80, and I love her, but she is hard of hearing, and I'm on a cell phone, and so it's just not pleasant, and so I always tell myself, I'll call tomorrow. Then a week goes by, and then 2 weeks go by, and then a month goes by, and then I'm really feeling like shit. So I felt like shit so bad that I just got in the car, and drove up there, and hung out with her for.
Did
a
she
couple
know
of
you were
days.
coming?
Yeah, she did. And I hung out
day
with her
before.
for a couple. Yeah, well, actually, that's true.
Yeah.
He called from the
On the
hotel
drive
down
up,
the
I
street.
called-
Hey, Mom, I'm here.
I called from the hotel in Columbus. I'm on my way. So that's basically what we did. But it's just she's very frail, and so not really going out and stuff.
Yeah.
So but within that, she can joke and laugh and whatever. So we're just sitting around watching television, and she's 80, so of course she watches CBS, NCIS, and 2.5 Men she loves, and she loves The Big Bang Theory, and so I watched a couple of those. Actually, I guess it wasn't on CBS; it was reruns because it's kind of like a marathon. There'd be 2 or 3 on in a row, and so I hadn't seen this show.
Because once you've seen one Big Bang Theory, you want to kill yourself.
I mean, this show is huge.
It really
is huge. And there's no denying that the people who are acting in it are good at what they do. I mean, they're not awful at what they do. But I did not laugh out loud once. I must have watched 5 of these things over 2 days, and I did not laugh out loud once.
You mean the cues from the audience?
The audience.
They didn't trigger your laughter?
The fake audience, and they're sweetening it because there's no audience that could respond like that. I mean, the audience is just like howling
Yeah.
because somebody walked into the room and said something that was remotely, mildly,
Bazinga.
maybe on some dimension somewhere, maybe funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Well,
like,
that's not accurate. There's if you can, and I would have normally just whispered this to Greg, but I don't want Eric to flip out.
And I noticed some
Look
dissension
up
over
on
there.
YouTube. God forbid we have any walls in the show.
Where they remove the laughter?
Yeah, there's a Big Bang Theory without the laugh track.
Oh, really?
It's fucking
Get it.
awful.
No, yeah, because the laugh track.
Because they take the laugh track out. and
Even
it's
if
like,
you're not
I don't know
laughing, you're
what's
thinking,
going
well,
on.
somebody else is laughing. I guess somebody
Yeah.
likes it. But
There's a joke there
yeah,
because
but
people are laughing.
I look forward to this because I'm sure there are no jokes there. That's the problem with all these shows now is they write them so that every character's funny. There's no straight man. So if somebody walks into a room and goes blah 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 ha ha ha, and then the other person goes blah, blah, blah,
blah,
and
blah.
the maintenance guy is there and he turns around and goes blah, 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 blah. Everybody's getting laughs. There's no straight man.
Yeah. No, my parents love Big Bang Theory. I was going to call it Big Bang because I just spent Easter with them and we were talking about it.
Oh, you dealt with this too.
Yeah. So we didn't watch it because I refuse to watch it.
But you have seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not going to go on Netflix and binge it.
No, but my parents love it and they'll talk about it and talk about it. And so like this weekend when we were talking about it, you know, my dad is like, it's won so many awards and it's record breaking, whatever. And I was like, but it's not funny. But my parents, they just love it. And so
Yeah.
But the girl's hot.
yeah, she's so hot. And then they were
The
saying
girls
like
are
it
always
teaches boys that are nerdy to know that they can have like careers in the future and get hot women.
Oh, as
in the
long as they're
future.
snappy lines and they're funny 24 hours a day
Yeah.
and everything they do.
It's me like $1,200 to fix it.
You know, it occurs to me you could solve all your problems by obtaining more money.
Yes, it occurs.
It's
don't
so
know if it-
awkward.
No, but you know what though? Was that whole place there for where the laugh was? 'Cause
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a big one.
Keep it running.
That-
just keep it running.
Insane.
Hang on a moment.
That was a
Yeah,
physical gag.
Slip on.
Here,
It was a banana peel.
take some. Pay me back.
Okay, so what happened? He said, just so you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm stopping it. He made the line about money. Big laugh from the audience.
Uh-huh.
And then he thought he'd be a nice guy and he'd give her some money, but he opened one of those cans that had the spring-loaded snakes that jump out. So then those
That
jumped
got
out.
a huge laugh.
People
like
laughed,
that.
and then the money came out of that can.
Hilarious.
Wow, you got a lot of money in there.
That's why it's guarded by snakes. Take some.
Don't be silly.
I'm never silly.
Wow, that got a
Here.
big laugh.
No, I can't.
Don't you need money?
Well, yeah, but
This is money I'm not using.
but what if you need it?
My expenses account for 46.9% of my after-tax income. The rest is divvied up between a small savings account, this deceptive container of peanut brittle, and the hollowed-out buttocks of a superhero action figure who shall remain nameless for his own protection. Or her own.
Oh, butt sex.
Oh, he's fucking.
Really? I mean, are you sure?
I see no large upcoming expenditures, unless they develop an affordable technology to fuse my skeleton with adamantium like Wolverine.
Ooh.
Are they working on that?
I sincerely hope so.
Another big laugh.
Okay, well, thank you.
You giving her the money.
Acting.
This is all laughs.
That was another physical gag there. So she started taking some of the money as a
Yeah,
pile of cash in
snakes.
his hand, and she stopped after she took some and thought about it and decided to take more.
I see. Okay, that's fair. It's hilarious.
Get it.
And then he didn't like that, so now she's handing some back.
But they're all
so
like
this is
that.
gonna be the
Yeah.
audience is cracking up here.
They're all these shows like that. I told you the story about watching two broke girls on during my Christmas.
Right,
I was
right.
Just sitting around. And I mean, this thing is won Emmys, I
Oh,
think.
God, no, I can't. Sheldon, honey, I don't want things to be
unlistenable.
weird between us.
That was running the whole time you were speaking. by the way.
Oh,
So that-
the laughs.
yeah. There was a whole exchange there. So, as I said about the money, then he's like, no, and then she gave some back.
Right.
But then she's like, no, I want to take more. And then there was a little scuffle there for some of the money. And
Pull up two broke girls with the laughs.
I only
no
want
matter-
to watch that show.
no matter
if I can
how
actually
much-
watch it.
No matter how much
Those girls are cute.
they are adorable. You know, these show wins Emmys. I love.
I can't believe we got hired so quickly. And I can't believe I'm a medium apron. And I can't believe I'm working for a corporate coffee place. This might be the lowest point of my life, and my mom once lost me in a craps game behind a casino.
Character development.
Hi, we're here to be trained.
Michael, are you writing for this show?
That's unfortunate.
Fuck you, Eric.
That's the day you went too far.
My name's Devin.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Let's get this over with.
Flash,
coming
I would
from?
love to write for this
What-
show.
what- what-
It'd be a
Go
dream
back
come
and hear
true.
that again.
Yeah.
Where is the justification for putting a laugh line in there?
Lost me in a craps game behind a
All
casino.
right, that's a joke. I get that.
It's really sad, actually.
Hi, we're here to be trained.
I know. That's unfortunate. My name's Devin.
Well, that's
What's the
unfortunate.
joke?
It was a
Let's
setup.
No, but the setup had a laugh.
The setup had a laugh.
And
Well, that's unfortunate.
because who
Why-
would say that he's the manager and he can tell right away that these girls. That's unfortunate.
By the way,
These two
the name
broads.
Devin. The name Devin isn't that odd for her
It's
to go.
hilarious.
"That's not fair,
Unfortunate.
If his name was like Leslie
I
or
wanna see how
something,
this plays
then you
out.
could
No,
say.
no. I thought it was going to play out. There's going to be a machine gun of jokes until we get to the commercial. Let's just go ahead.
This over with. I have a lot of other places I need to be.
Like your mom's basement?
Hey, you don't have to give me attitude.
I don't have to, but it's my pleasure. Sorry, Devin. It's just that it's hard for her because your name is Devin.
So
Well,
what
you're
are
in
you
the crowd
girls?
on that
Writers?
one, so, yeah.
Folk duo? Just bitches?
Bitches. Bitches.
Nailed it, loser. Okay, piece yourself. We need this job for another hour and 50 minutes.
Okay, but for real, how long do you gotta work here before the health insurance kicks in? And is there dental? Because I got a dead tooth doing nothing for me.
I would fire
Insurance
them
kicks in
immediately.
after 30 days.
Yeah, I know.
But
There's
it's a
no
PPO,
reality to
not
it.
an
Like,
HMO.
that's a good point. Like the Mary Tyler Moore show.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. But you can imagine that those people did work at a television show.
Sure.
These two girls would be fired within 2.5 minutes of
No,
showing
they
up there.
wouldn't.
Snappy, snappy.
They're
my man.
adorable.
Oh, you're gonna train me? Your name's Devin. That's unfortunate. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, how about,
I don't need this shit.
How about
I
got
make
the money
$5 an hour, and I'm your manager. So go kill yourself.
See, we should write for that show.
Yeah.
Only pilots, because everybody gets fired because their attitude is considered shitty.
Totally.
I mean, what gets me is my favorite comedy is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Never once ever nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah.
Never once.
Has it not been?
Not nominated once ever. Almost 100 shows. Relative to each other, some are better than others. None of them suck, and many of them are unbelievably funny. Not nominated once. This Two Broke Girls. Play a little more.
Got an HMO
Emmy
at our other
Award
job.
winning.
He's a Charlotte.
Okay, here we go. Look, this is the machine we use for everything. It's incredibly easy to work, unless you're stupid, in which case tell me now.
Devin, we're not your mean stepdad. Just show us how to use the machine.
This is
Listen
your
up.
first day.
Unlatch the portafilter from the group head. Press here for an ounce of grounds. Tamp it in, pack it down, turn it on.
I didn't get that, did you?
Honestly, all I heard was group head.
So you
'Cause
tamp,
she's
pack,
young
turn the
and-
knob, wait 3, blast for 30, then you pour the shot. Place the steam wand halfway in the pitcher at a 45-degree angle until the milk is 103 degrees.
So what you're saying is it's easier to make meth?
Syrups,
Hold on a second.
powders, whipped
I
cream
think
is right.
there's something to this. It used to kind of drive me crazy about some comedians sometimes. Like I call it like list writing. Like if you notice in that one, if you go to Big Bang Theory where he was talking about his finances, I keep this but in a thing, in a dunk, in a dunk, in a dunk, and he just did it there with
You place the wand halfway in the thing, and then you have to press the button for 5 seconds.
It's like lazy writing because audiences will respond to that like good job, like you got all those words out in a row, good job. But it's just not. They're not responding from the point of view of oh my god, my stomach hurts and I think I'm gonna die because I'm genuinely laughing so hard. They're just going, hey, good job at spitting those words out.
Yeah,
and it's just kind of,
my parents made that point with Sheldon or whatever, like one of the guys from Big Bang Theory.
But I thought they loved him.
No, they were saying that
my mom loves the other one. By the way.
He's not a physicist, but you should hear the stuff that he says. He's like sounds amazing when he has all these huge words and these big.
The
concepts.
big words get laughs.
But then, but Travis and I were like, but it's written in a script. Like it's not like
the truth is,
have to just
not all
because
actors
you're saying
can do
these
it.
words.
No, there is an art to that.
Yeah.
Not all actors can do that. There was somebody. This is from 5, 6, 7 years ago when the CSI shows were multiplying like rabbits.
Yeah.
And they had so many different ones. There was a famous actress who was cast in one of these new shows, and she had to quit like 3 weeks in. And basically the reason was she just could not say all the medical terms properly and sound like she knew what the hell she was talking about. She just could not.
Oxygenate.
Oxygen.
But you don't think about it, like a lot of those shows, they kind of get to a crime scene and they sort of rattle off disposliocio, blah, 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 blah. And if you don't do that right, you will sound like you're reading it off a page. And so there's something to the timing. I won't take it away from the actor. Like I'm not going to blame the actors. I'm not going to blame the two girls that play Two Broke Girls. They've probably done great work on Broadway or something. Who knows? But this is
Broadway.
This is a good check.
Too broad.
What I blame are these. It's like this guy Chuck Lorre. He's behind 2.5 Men. He's behind
He's a genius,
Big Bang. How is he a genius?
Because he knows how to formulate shows that go to the middle America. And,
I'll give you that.
And they become successful. That's what he's a successful, probably one of the most successful showrunners in
How long has
entertainment
2.5
history.
Men been on? My mother's favorite show of all time. I mean, has that ever had one laugh? I mean, for a genuinely thinking person, am I wrong?
I
you tune
enjoyed
into
them
2.5
slipping
Men?
through the disgusting dirtbaggery when Charlie Sheen was on it.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
Maybe it was funny. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I love it when they can slide things past censors that are pretty amazing. James Adomian, he's a comic on Last Comic Standing a couple years ago, said "pussy" on television, Back before that was like you could do. He was doing an impression of somebody, doesn't matter, but he said, "I believe in pussy." And then the way he spelt it was an acronym. He spelt it PUSSI, and so he got away with it.
Right,
and he did it on purpose so that he could say, "I believe in pussy."
Now, is this on 2.5 Men, or why did you take us there after we were talking about 2.5 Men?
Because I'm talking about.
Oh, that
you asked about. So, just God forbid I try to start a conversation. Ding me.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm having a blast.
I can't believe you've been going to gym all this time without a
2.5 Men
jockstrap.
I don't like it. It feels like I'm flossing my butt crack.
This could be the
Based
two
on what
girls.
I'm paying your dentist, you know nothing about flossing. Just think of it as a bra for your balls.
Laugh.
Oh, now I want
Charlie.
one.
That was funny.
What size are you?
Think of it as a bra for your balls. You go,
One of those
no,
measuring things?
Smart ass little kid.
But couldn't the pattern? I mean, stop. I mean, you could put the two broke girls in there, right? Except
of
they're talking
course.
about balls. So I noticed this about. I love Law and Order, and all of them, any kind of flavor of Law and Order. So at SVU, I realized that Ice-T's character, who I can never remember his name, Ice-T's character, but I always remember Belzer's character's name, Munch. So, but the truth is, if you watch that show,
Munch.
any line that one has, the other could have. Like, there's nothing. Like, they're both just wisecrackers who come in at the end of the scene, and Ice-T will say something that's probably the last strawberry he'll ever pick. Dun, dun. But Munch could have said that. It's like, these two guys that just get these lines you could write. You could switch them up all day long, and they would work for each.
I love that you hate formulaic shows.
I know, but
like
Law and Order. I go back to. I'm actually binge watching the first season of Law and Order. I'm going back to the beginning, and it's great back then. It really is. But they're like, I like the film noir aspect of how they're shot, and I like the handheld stuff. And I just like the way they're put together, like little films. And it was Law and Order may be different now. I think even they do the gross out scene at the beginning now. But back when Law and Order first started, the whole every cop show has to have a gross out scene rule wasn't in place yet. So, I would try to watch CSI, and then within the first 5 minutes, somebody would fall off a building, and then, of course, I'm so dumb. You got to show me exactly what that looks like when they hit the ground. I don't have the ability to abstract thought. I can't put it together that the guy's dead, and there's probably a lot of blood. What I really need is pristine detail of what a person looks like after they fall 15 floors onto concrete. And so then I would be out. It's like this, the writing and the acting and the mystery may be wonderful. I'll never know, because I'm not going to put up with your gross out. I watched Fringe for a while. Love the concept, love the idea. There was that rule. We've got to have a gross out scene. You know what? I check out. I'm gone. You lose me. You gain everybody else, and you've got ratings. But you lose me with a gross out scene that has to be there. So Law and Order in the very beginning, they didn't have that. It was just like be a dead guy over there, and you'd assume, he's probably he was shot 6 times. He's probably fucked up pretty bad. I don't necessarily have to I'm not so dumb that I have to see that.
Now, hold on. Don't say it's because you're dumb.
No, I'm saying everybody, your whole generation's dumb.
Yeah.
This whole fucking Game of Thrones thing. It's not that good. Sorry. It's not that good. It's not that great. I've watched 3.
You did watch
I've watched
them.
3. It's not that great.
I thought you haven't watched any.
My son's watching them, so
just strolling through the room while it's on does not count as watching an episode.
I sit down and go, okay, it's Game of Thrones.
I'm not even defending it.
But have you
watched
seen it from
one.
the beginning? Or are you watching it?
No, I'm watching it totally out of.
Yeah, so
just
you
the
have
last
no
couple.
context for who the characters are or where they've been or why they're
I know
important.
I don't want to see this guy's throat get slit. I don't care what his backstory is. I don't,
That's you. You can't call everyone
Greg
else dumb.
told me to watch one time some guy they tried to have butt sex with him.
He was saved. People came with bows and arrows, and they saved him.
What's the need for butt sex? Is this a way of conquering and saying
living?
And then it's now there's a controversy with the latest episode of Game of Thrones. You know about this? Apparently,
I saw the article. I didn't want to read the
spoiler
just
alert.
in case one day, years down the line, I decide I want to watch it.
Spoiler alert! If you're a douche who likes it so much and you haven't, it's Thursday and you haven't watched last Sunday's, then you're not into it all that much anyway. So. The spoiler alert is, I guess, for the first time. Now, this was a graphic novel or something beforehand. Was it?
No, it was just
series
it was a
of book. Okay,
yeah, it was novels.
So I guess for the first time, they changed a scene from what it was in the book, and it makes a big deal about it because, first of all, if it isn't enough that a brother is having sex with his sister, which I guess in the book that's what is happening, but it's consensual,
and in the past,
and consensual.
Yeah.
Now the controversy is. In this scene on Sunday, the brother raped the sister.
Oh.
And So people are like, well, what does this mean? They're changing scenes from the book, and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. Nobody is at all fazed by the fact that what goes for primetime entertainment now is brothers raping sisters. I mean, this is just like, give me more, cut off another head, show some more blood. I want The Walking Dead. Eat some more people. There's not enough of it.
Yeah, but could you see that maybe
what happened to the Waltons?
The raping
Good night,
of the
John
sister could have like implications based on what happened at the beginning of the series.
I understand that. I understand that, but my point is that used to be radical entertainment. That a brother, I mean, if a movie was out, I mean, look at how things like The Exorcist, she spins her head around and throws up. I mean, that's all we talked about. It's like, oh my, have you seen that movie?
It's worse than
my
let Jesus
God.
fuck you.
Well, I mean, but my point is that was radical. You were not going to see that at 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night on television. And I don't know. It's amazing to me that everybody just loves this show and they just accept the violence. Like there used to be a point where you would think, well, is it gratuitous or is it not gratuitous? Sometimes violence is necessary, you know. But now it's like, no, I'm not. You're not going to get a big fan base with these kind of shows if you don't have a lot of violence.
No,
that's true. That's true. Okay, I'm going to do the dramatic show between warring sides on HBO with no blood.
Well, that's talking about war, and there's blood in war.
There's plenty of war movies that don't have blood, and plenty of great ones, and plenty of shocking ones. You ever see All Quiet on the Western Front from like 1932? It'll still shock you today if you see it. No blood.
But well, I was thinking too, like, what if everything that you like? What if we said something negative about? Oh, all old people these days are like this, or all people who are parents are like this. Oh, I'm just saying.
Not that young. Eric.
I'm looking at ratings, though.
Yeah.
These are the best. Game of Thrones
Because you're
broke the
talking about
record for
young
bit
people.
torrenting. This last one,
Did it?
the second, you know, more people are bit torrenting this than. I mean, it's people are changing their schedules for this show. So you are an asshole if you criticize on Game of Thrones unless you're inside. Unless you're inside the club, and that way you can get upset at the author. Or whatever.
I don't watch it because I don't have HBO, and I'm just not interested in that.
And you're a good person.
Okay, then I win. But no, but to say have such a strong opinion on it and not have seen.
Why is gratuitous violence a must now? And you don't tell me it's not gratuitous, because it is. I've only seen 2 or 3 episodes, and I could imagine 9, 10, 11 different ways to shoot these scenes to where you get the point, you know about the cruelty, but you don't have to see the blood.
He is a director.
Well, shut! Don't put that on me. I'm a fan, and I've always looked at stuff through that point of view. And I just think that there are plenty of ways to tell a story. Why are we so stuck on this? I gotta see. Why do people enjoy seeing other people bleed? This is my question. Why is that seen as entertainment? Where it used to be there is just a shocking thing.
The way you say that makes it seem. I know we've said this
before. Because you're not thinking of it that way. Because you're not thinking of it that way, but I am.
Yay, he's bleeding.
Well, if they turn it, if the blood isn't there, and they go to another show where the blood is, what's that saying? I'm entertained by blood. I think that's what it's saying.
This is just sounds of the Game of Thrones blood and gore scenes from episodes 1 through 6.
Oh, it's just like a... And those dragons don't look real. Those are dragons. They don't look real. They look ridiculous. It's like the horse from Neverending Story.
The horse.
Was it a horse? Whatever that thing was. Wasn't it a horse? It was a flying horse.
Valcor.
He was more like a flying dog.
Oh, really?
Valcor?
I never saw it.
Where's the blood and guts?
Well, you can't. It's like squish.
There it is.
Somebody answer me. What is it about blood that entertains you people?
His intestines just fell out.
I said this before. Oh, yeah, intestines. They have to fall out. Because if you just showed a thing going on, I wouldn't know that.
What is it wrong? What's wrong with it?
I'm asking you.
Grossed out by it.
I'm asking you. Why is it a necessary component of storytelling?
Gratuitous I will ask you, and I will answer the question. But I want you to answer
with a question.
I want you to answer first, and then I'll answer the question.
It's gratuitous.
It's gratuitous.
It's gratuitous.
I find it to be,
and that's not good storytelling.
There's my answer.
There's never gratuitous violence in Game of Thrones.
No, I'm saying I don't find it to be gratuitous.
Well, if it's not gratuitous, that means you wouldn't have understood what happened without it.
So you'd rather the sword swing to see the guy's face. Oh my God, my head's gonna get cut off, and then it cuts to a wall with blood splattering on it.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that
You're a
artistically.
child.
I mean, there's. I'll give you a great movie that no one will ever watch. One of the best movies ever made, called Ron, Kurosawa. It has some of the greatest battle scenes ever, and there's violence. There's not a moment that it looks gratuitous, and there's blood and.
Gratuitous is got to be.
But to me, in Game of Thrones,
subjective.
I think the writers sit down and they know that they're going to have, excuse my language, 5 cum shots. And then they're going to build the story around it, because the money shot is the stabbing, the bleeding, the beheading.
Entrails are big sellers right now.
All that kind of stuff. So
People love 'em.
you can't tell me that's good storytelling. We're going to start with 5 gross out scenes, then we'll make sure that we build, because we got to give it to them.
You don't know that's how they do it.
I mean, answer me this.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this. Do you think there's any chance whatsoever that there will be 0 blood in any episode of Game of Thrones?
Say that again. Do I think no?
There's
Of course
any
there will be.
chance that there'll be
they're living
1
in
hour
a-
of this story that can be told without? And why is that? Because people would be lost. They wouldn't understand the
It's
story.
just part
they
of
would,
it. It's a character on the
which
show.
means that people are entertained by seeing
Listen,
other people
listen,
bleed.
Listen. Gratuitous is
And that's my question.
subjective, right? For you, it's gratuitous. For others, it's not. And you have a lower threshold for that already.
I do.
So you
But I
can't.
like
But listen. But
Godfather,
you
and
can't
I
tell
like Deer
people. You
Hunter.
can't tell people that they're dumb because they enjoy that.
I'm simply asking the question. What is it about people's skin being torn apart and blood flowing out?
I don't wanna
What
see that.
is it?
Hey, something good's gonna happen here. It's a joust scene. I don't know. I
Oh,
haven't seen it.
oh yeah. It's all Foley. Cabbages being.
I was thinking, like, what is this?
Celery being. All right, what happened to the guy? I'm sure they're both just fine.
The dead.
Nothing happened that time, but they're turning around. They're going at it again.
Here it comes. Get your dick out of your pants. Here we go. Here's the money shot. You stupid idiots. Die.
Oh, I heard it.
No, that's the other guy peeing on him as he's bleeding.
Was it?
All right, no. So
Oh, the best. I should start watching this show.
Look, okay, so that scene, it was done. You know what happened. There was jousting.
Yeah.
The stick broke. A piece went into his neck.
Of
and then they
course.
cut to him on the ground, like convulsing.
Gurgle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have. Game of Thrones always has what I would
Blood
call
spurting
the
everywhere.
gurgle scene.
Maybe honestly, maybe it is like a character on the show. I mean, you're talking about a time period.
But it's a character on that show.
That's
It's
what
a
I'm
character
saying.
on The Sopranos. It's a character on Empire, Boardwalk Empire. It's a character on every one of these shows. If it was
Sopranos
just one
wasn't
thing,
that gross.
If it was just
Sopranos
one,
wasn't gross like that.
I saw some pretty gross.
Yeah, see, because it's your threshold. I think that your
Well,
threshold.
that may be true, and I
That's the
brought this up once
uncomfortable
before.
nudity.
I brought this up once before that it loses its impact. I'm telling you, man, when they were playing Russian roulette in Deer Hunter, and you're in a theater in the 70s, and you see somebody blow their head. I mean, it was like, wow, this is. I'm not seeing this every night on prime time. This is different. This is having an effect on me, and and in a way, it worked in the Deer Hunter to say this is how serious this shit was, and it woke you up
That's
to
what
like,
they're saying
wow.
here.
The
This is
Renaissance
in
Fair.
this is
Is how
yeah,
serious the
this is
Renaissance
a
Fair
land
was.
that never existed in some era that never existed, with half people, half horses. I don't know what spitting all over the place.
Blow it out over here.
That's gratuitous spitting.
You're getting my saliva up with all of this. That's my only question. Why can't people answer the question? Why be so defensive? Admit it. Your generation is entertained by blood.
Look, I didn't like that. I
Well,
feel
that was
sick
the-
to my stomach right now, honestly, seeing that guy's the blood shoot from his neck.
No, you
gurgling.
don't got what it takes.
Is that all
I
it
don't.
takes?
I don't.
I accept and acknowledge it.
Okay.
You better?
You consider
Can
bleeding
you
to
stop
be entertaining?
spitting? Absolutely.
And now he's going to judge you for that. No?
Please do.
I
I like
judged
fake
Michael the
bleeding.
day I met him. What?
I like fake bleeding. I can't watch when
Yeah.
somebody really gets hurt.
What's the difference?
The difference is one's real, one's
From
for
the visual
entertainment
point of view.
purposes.
No, but it is different.
To me,
One's real,
to me,
one's
it's
not.
no different. If a bullet went right through that wall and into your skull right now and blew your head up, what's the difference than if I watched you on TV do that?
I'm not talking about. No. I'm not talking
still
about. I'm
the
not talking about
image.
not on TV. I'm talking about something that was real Something that was theatrical.
Yeah, but look,
Like a real video of somebody getting murdered.
It's like
I will not watch that.
You'll watch a
but I'll
film,
watch-
and it pulls emotion from you. You'll cry. You'll
Yeah.
feel other things. So therefore, the feeling you're getting when you watch someone die, I can argue, is somewhat the same feeling you would get if you saw someone actually die.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
At least the pictures that are in your brain are
I
the same.
disagree.
How you react to it, because you know the person or whatever, is different. But yeah, I just think
Watching a scary movie is it's
No,
what
to
you
me,
tell
I-
your kids,
let's-
right? Like it's a movie. Don't worry.
Let's
it's just a
take it out
movie.
of violence. And I am going to close this up. Take it out of violence for a second. What if every hit show had musical elements where characters started singing to each other? That's what I'm talking about. Is like it might work for a show or two, but there's something weird about it being in every single
What,
show.
Glee? That worked.
Yeah, well, but what if it was Glee and then NCIS?
Oh, you're saying the
and
rest of them
and
took off,
everybody
yeah.
was doing it. The
Glee,
fact that
The
everybody's
Voice,
doing it
American
says to
Idol.
me says to me that HBO knows that these people are sick, and we have to give them it's pornography. Game of Thrones is pornography, and it's not even considered weird or shocking that in a scene a brother rapes a sister next to a frickin' flying lizard dragon thing that doesn't even look real. They do not look real. I mean, how much belief do I have to suspend to get into this?
Look, all the budget is going to the guts.
Yeah, it's all
the
going
fake
to-
entrails are very expensive.
And everybody from
And the
Hollywood who
gurgle.
makes these goddamn shows wants you to know they're against gun control. They're not like those fucking rednecks who are all for violence in this world. And all they do
That's
is
real
give us
violence. This is fake violence.
All they give us is violence, and supposedly it shocks them, and they
Fake
hate
violence.
it. Oh, my God. All right. Autumn Fisher, where can people watch you bleed? Outside
You
of
can
the
find
show?
my guts at Auto Pritz, Pritts everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, lots of things.
The great Michael Albanese, show business finest.
Tonight, Thursday.
Yeah.
I will be at the Laughing Skull. LaughingSkullLounge.com. Get tickets. Me and Jason Collins. It's going to be dope.
It's going to be hilarious.
He's a beast. And then drinks and shenanigans afterwards.
Are you going to
stick
gurgle
around?
out blood out of your mouth?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay, good, because I won't be entertained. If
It ain't a
it's-
comedy show without blood. Speaking of blood, Greg Russ, you like my blood, my kin, when I say that.
What was that noise?
I liked it.
You liked it.
No, there's a lot of people in the family I don't like. It doesn't necessarily mean that I like them.
That's right. Blood
Blood and kin.
can be nothing.
You know, you can choose your friends, can't choose your family.
Go fuck yourself. See? That's how close we are. That's how close we are. I can
Are
throw
my
that out
feelings
there.
hurt? Do you have to tell me tomorrow that you really like me? No, I don't think so. We
No.
tied it all up with a bow.
We're already over it.
And that was the morning show with Eric Von Hessler. We will chat with you again tomorrow morning. That's a promise and a guarantee. But leave. For now, go away.